Lauren Wagner for Rochester, and then both Mummy and Reynolds for Case as the team switch sides and we get ready for the second half.
Case wearing the pink uniforms tonight as part of the Play for K night. All proceeds going to the K Yao Cancer Fund. Spartans in pink tonight. Playing well in pink. They may wear these again on Sunday if they win tonight. Case trying to snap an 8-game losing streak.
Yeah,
Started out with a win over Carnegie Mellon and have not won since.
At this point, they'll pull anything out. They'll do whatever they got to do.
8 seconds to shoot for the Spartans. This is Orcutt, scoreless in the opening half, which is a strange situation. That's Jessica McCoy with a desperation shot as the shot clock winded down. Good ball movement by the Yellow Jackets. Shot partially blocked inside by Orcutt. This is Julie Mooney with the basketball. She ended the first half with a half-court heave that went in. Or as Brendan called it, a half-court layup.
She literally looked like she shot a layup from about 3 feet beyond the three-point arc. Well, if you joined us late and you're wondering maybe where Amanda Germer is on the floor for Case, inactive in today's ball game with a concussion. So as she continues to recover, Mooney was able to get the start. And the freshman Jessica McCoy runs the offense.
Ball's loose on the floor, and so are plenty of the players. Rochester controls it. This is Zawicki with the basketball.
Suppose if you sit on it, that helps.
Shot was missed, and Reynolds comes down with a rebound for Case. There's a look at that Case bench. Lots of coaches. There's Germer in the middle there. The gray sweats. Case's junior point guard who's out with a concussion. This is Orcutt with a ball fake, 2 ball fakes. Shot was blocked, got her own rebound. Kicks it out. Swing. Mummy, 7 seconds to shoot from 14 feet. She makes it. Laura Mummy had a great first half, great start to the game. She started the game with a 3 and just kept going. Yellow Jackets working it inside. Shot was missed by Guerreri. Orcutt coming the other way for Case. Brooke Orcutt all the way. Thought she'd reverse it, kicks it out to Mooney. And it was a good decision because Julie Mooney just buried it. (39-26). Largest lead of the game for Case. Long high 3 ball. And that goes in for Kelsey Hurley.
You know, this series is one that's been dominated by Rochester overall, especially lately. 28-13 all-time against Case, 11-9 in favor of Rochester when playing here at Horsburgh Gymnasium, but they've won 14 of the last 15 games. The lone win for Case was on their Play for K night in 2012 when they beat the 11th ranked team in the country then, Rochester 58-57.
Brooke turned it over, she knew it.
So this is a series that Case has definitely struggled in, but tonight obviously off to a good start here in the second half.
Well, they had that big lead in that first game too.
That's right, 31-20 at halftime. They led by 11. And all of a sudden, with less than a minute to go, they were down 7.
And it's 7 right now as Zawicki hits that 3. So the lead was at 13, and now 2 straight possessions and 2 3-point plays for Rochester as Orcutt steps out of bounds.
It's the 12th turnover by the Spartans here tonight. A little frustrating if they've shot themselves in the foot like that. They're averaging 17.5 per game. They'll try to cut down on those if they want to pull this one out.
McNabb lobs it inside, double down. Good active hands by McCoy.
Another fun little note on the series. This is the 42nd time these two teams have played, and they have never played on Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to Case, Rochester, and Jessica McCoy. I thought she was going to hit the 3. It was going to be beautifully timed. Here come the Yellow Jackets the other way. This is Zawicki in front of her teammates.
That's 3 threes in about 4, maybe 5 possessions up the floor, if I'm missing one.
Well, Zawicki's got 3 threes all by herself today. She's got 48 on the year. Mooney, they need it. Little scoop, and it goes. Her confidence level is dramatically different.
Oh, I don't know if there's a player whose difference between the first and second half of the season is more drastic. In fact, I don't even think it's close.
I would agree. Ball's off Case. Substitutions for Rochester. In the game for the Yellow Jackets, Danielle June, Sarah Kaminsky, and Lauren Wagner check back in. Wagner's in with 10 points, 3 fouls. June 1 foul, no points, and Kaminsky the same.
Case has played good defense so far here in the second half. With the exception of a couple of open threes. Other than that, they've contested everything. Come up with a couple turnovers.
Mooney working hard against Wagner. Zawicki. That would have been 3 in a row for her, 4 in a row for the team in the last 3 minutes.
I don't know about you, but I kind of held my breath when she shot it. That was not a comfortable look if you're Case. A little too easy for a good 3-point shooter.
Coach Reimer does not want Mooney to give up the ball when they get it to her on the block against Wagner. She's got 3 fouls. They want her to work for that 4th. She didn't give it up. She scored. You got to wonder how strong defensively Wagner's going to play right now with those 3 fouls early in the second half.
Well, especially if she picks up number 4 quickly.
Right, so why not go at her?
Well, she did have 10 points in the first half.
This is Wagner inside, good control, lays it up and in. Mooney kicks it to McCoy. Jessica McCoy has not been able to find the basket.
No, she played really well the first time these two teams met. But she doesn't look like she's shooting very confidently right now.
Another 3. Unloading in the second half is Rochester. They've missed the last 2. Mooney with a nice feed to wide open Aaron Reynolds, just flat out missed the layup. Aaron got too deep, I think. Found herself under the basket without an angle and missed it. Nice backdoor cut by Zawicki, and a whistle and a foul. Foul will go against Julie Mooney, pretty sure, but we'll wait and see.
Let's change of pace here in the second half as Mooney picks up her second. That's the first foul of the second half. 7 minutes in. Both teams had 8 fouls with about 8 minutes left in the first half.
This is Zawicki, Allie Zawicki, who is spot on, fantastic from 3-point range, is just a 69% free throw shooter. You mentioned, Brendan, early in the broadcast, early in the game, that Rochester is a 62% free throw shooting team. And it's no wonder they've lost so many close games.
Nobody in their starting lineup is better than 75% from the line. They've only got one person on the whole team that shoots better than 75%. That's Sarah Kaminsky. She's only shot 23 free throws on the season. Zawicki herself is a 69% shooter, so not a good free throw shooting team.
This is Rachel Beatty with the basketball. Now it's Mooney, or Mummy, I mean. Turnaround inside shot. Mummy from about 13 feet. Boy, Laura Mummy's got 17, averaging 10 on the season. We'll have to check with Nick to see what her career high is, because I've got to believe she's approaching it. Lauren Elkin on defense against Wagner, and Wagner scores her 14th point. This is Orcutt, scoreless. Her and Jessica McCoy, both scoreless. Orcutt averaging 13 points in the season. Has yet to find the basket. Again, they go inside. And for one of the rare occasions, Laura Mummy misses it. Boy, that's the second time that Sarah Kaminsky has dribbled into a double team put on Harry Potter's invisible cloak, ended up on the other side of the double team and laid it up and in. Timeout on the floor. We'll take 1-2. Case is up 3. We'll be back.
Cleveland Marriott downtown at Key Center offers the versatility and reliability to meet your unique travel and meeting needs. From smart spaces to practical amenities to world-class service, our flagship hotel will deliver the quality experience you expect, backed by the Marriott name you trust. At Cleveland Marriott, we have one goal: to serve you better. Book your special Case Western Reserve rate by visiting us at clevelandmarriottdowntown.com and entering promotional code C0N.
I have this cool cash. What can I do with it? You can turn it into a hot meal at Rascal House. It's the best value in town. What do they have there? Buckets of wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, and of course, great pizza. Are they open late? You bet. Open every night till 2:30 a.m. And you can even build your own pizza and order it online at rascalhousepizza.com. Cool. See you at the Spartans game? Yep, and see you after at Rascal House.
So Case is going to break that timeout. Brendan, and to say the least, this has been an up and down second half. They went up, it was 34 or 34-24 at halftime. And then they went up 36-24, 39-26, they were up 13. And then Rochester came all the way back to within 4. Now they're down only 3 with inside 12 minutes to play.
Sometimes you just got to understand basketball's a game of runs, and each team's going to make them, and you just got to weather the storm. And Beatty there with no other option burns a timeout.
Case is going to talk about it some more. Spartans trying to snap that 8-game losing skid. They've got 11 minutes left to do it. We'll be back.
Intercontinental Suites has been transformed into much more than a hotel. It is a center of wellness and tranquility, featuring renovated suites, an expanded fitness center, and pure rooms for guests requiring the most allergen-resistant rooms on the market. C2, our Mediterranean-style restaurant and bar, accentuates the ambiance of relaxation and rejuvenation. Chef Omar Jones has designed a menu full of fresh, locally grown herbs and vegetables, along with a flavorful cuisine inspired by the beneficial Mediterranean diet. Call the Intercontinental today at 216-707-4300 or visit us at hotelsclevelandclinic.com or on Facebook.
This is Julie Mooney, pick and roll with Brooke Orcutt. Ball tipped out of bounds. Case will have 6 seconds to shoot. Spartans up 3. Jen Reimer, their head coach, is so far down the sideline in front of that Case bench, she's nearly in the basement or in the natatorium, where part of the conference swim meet is going on right now. It's an interesting situation there because of that weather in the south. There are 3 teams here, and they go inside to Wagner again. She's got 16 points. 3 teams here, Chicago, Rochester, and Case, swimming in the Case pool. And then the other 4 remaining University Athletic Association teams at Emory and Atlanta.
Yeah, they officially said the other day that this was the worst winter storm of the year. 24 hours into it, there had been 6,200 flights canceled nationwide. There were people that were stuck in Charlotte on Tuesday that couldn't get out till Sunday.
The East Coast is really getting hammered, and the South is seeing weather that they haven't seen in a long time. This is Mummy with the rebound, off to Mooney. Case is up only a point.
Certainly feel bad for people who are in those situations, but from a slightly selfish angle, it's kind of nice to not have that happen in here.
I wished it would. I love winter. Bring it on.
Snow hasn't bothered me. It's just been the bitter cold. It's when the wind chill goes below minus 30. That's when it gets nasty.
And it's done that more than, there was a stat as Jen Reimer is fighting a cold herself. She is not feeling good tonight. They may have to prop her up late in the second half here, but there was a note in the weather report the other day. 7 days below 0 in January, 10 days in single digits in January. So 17 of the days in January were single digits or below 0. Case would like to heat it up inside here. They've got an opportunity to snap a losing streak as Brooke Orcutt goes to the foul line. She'll shoot 2. And Brooke Orcutt has a chance to score her first points of the night.
You know, even though Lauren Wagner was right there, the foul was whistled against Danielle June, so Wagner avoids picking up her 4th. Case has to be careful here. They're also in danger of relinquishing what was a pretty comfortable 13-point lead just a couple minutes into the second half. Again, Landolfi checking out, and she's still battling a bit of an injury in her right hand. She suffered it early in the game, but has fought through it.
Boy, Chelsea Steen with a very, very important rebound there. That's the second one in this game that she's gotten on a loose ball like that. The first one led to an immediate basket. And if Erin Reynolds makes these free throws, Steen will be 2 for 2 in saving the day.
Danielle McNabb picked up that foul, her 3rd.
Erin Reynolds is in a groove, Brendan. She has made 7 of 8 free throws. She's got 12 points, 7 of them from the foul line.
Well, it's nice to see her getting there, even though she hasn't hit a lot of shots from the floor. She's been physical on her way to the basket every time and not shied away from contact.
Working it inside. Wagner does not miss inside. That was a great spin, dribble, and feed by Zawicki.
Yeah, I was just going to say, both ends of that were very well done.
Orcutt with position, and hopefully that gets Brooke going. Boy, her teammates would love nothing more than in the last 9 minutes for Brooke Orcutt to play offensively like we're all used to this year. Zawicki for 3. Boy, that was a look out shot. A crater off the backboard. Reynolds controls it to Mooney. Thought she traveled too. This is McCoy in front of her teammates. Steen, they'll swing it to Reynolds. Case is up 3. Inside 9 to play. Zawicki's going to draw a hold foul inside.
You almost wonder who feels more pressure here. Case, because they're trying to snap a losing streak, and is Rochester almost in a bit of a comfort zone because they've played in tight games like this all year long, or does Rochester feel the pressure that they need to get over the hump as they haven't been able to close a lot of these close games? They've lost a lot of those anywhere between 1 and 5 point contests.
Rochester has played 20 games as Case throws it away. And to Brendan's point, they only twice in those 20 games have they been beaten by more than 10 points.
They've even though they're 8-12 on the season, this is a program that has had so much success, and you almost wonder if just maybe this recruiting class didn't quite fan out the way that Jim Scheibel thought. I don't know. I mean, they've got 4 seniors on the team. They made the playoffs last year. They're a good squad, but Case is more than hanging with them here tonight.
McCoy with a great block on the defensive end that led to a very nice save by Julie Mooney to keep it alive. Chelsea Steen controlled, and that's where we're at right now.
I think they're discussing where possession was, and they may make an adjustment to the shot clock here.
It's exactly what they're discussing. They explained it to Coach Reimer. Now they're explaining it to the scorer's table. The officials tonight are wearing pink whistles. I just noticed that.
Officials tonight, Carmela McMullen, Ty Kovac is the shorter gentleman, and Robert Domenico is the taller gentleman.
Both teams go to their benches. Timeout on the floor inside 9 minutes to play, and we'll be back.
This year, Qdoba will cater like 10,000 parties.
Where? When? I'm there.
Well, these parties are hypothetical. I was just talking about Qdoba catering. Hot taco bars with fire-grilled chicken and marinated steak, flour tortillas and taco shells. You'll also get their hand-smashed guacamole, cheese, sour cream, lettuce, and salsa. They'll deliver to your home or office, and they'll even set it up.
Can I bring a guest?
Oh, boy. Visit Qdoba.com today for more information about Qdoba catering. Qdoba Mexican Grill. More to explore.
Cleveland Marriott downtown at Key Center offers the versatility and reliability to meet your unique travel and meeting needs. From smart spaces to practical amenities to world-class service, our flagship hotel will deliver the quality experience you expect, backed by the Marriott name you trust. At Cleveland Marriott, we have one goal: to serve you better. Book your special Case Western Reserve rate by visiting us at clevelandmarriottdowntown.com and entering promotional code C0N.
Back at Case, and we talked so much about how these two teams are so balanced, not only statistically on paper, but in terms of their personnel, where they match up, different players' strengths and weaknesses, how they reflect each other a lot. And how about this, just on the stat sheet, each team 24 points in the paint, each team 12 points off turnovers. Both teams double-digit turnovers. Both teams have been very good on the rebound. It's been a very well-balanced game, and again, We've had a one-possession game far more than we've had a multi-possession lead or deficit, depending on who you're rooting for.
So it's set up to stay close. The final 8 minutes. We expect nothing less. Reynolds draws the defense, loses the basketball.
That might be the only downside for Case so far. They've turned it over now 6 more times than Rochester has. And the Spartans are going to have to be careful here down the stretch.
Hurley kicks it out. Wagner with almost a 3.
You know what? I'd let her shoot that all day. She's been so good inside. I think you've got to face guard her in the high post.
She's got 20. The lead is back to 1 for the Spartans. Mooney turned her back on the pass, and it was almost a turnover for Case. Steen controls, going to try to get it into Orcutt, and up and over the top of Brooke Orcutt. Drawing the foul will be Danielle McNabb, and that will be her 4th. McNabb, a 6'1" senior forward. Good player, averaging 10 points, 5 rebounds per game. She struggled a little bit today. She has only 2 points, both of them coming in the first half. She'll check out now with 4 fouls and 7.5 minutes to play. Checking in for Rochester. Off the bench is Katie Weiner. Weiner 2 points in the opening half. Orcutt off the inbound. Brooke Orcutt's got 4. Weiner with the ball, back to Zawicki. Zawicki with a beautiful feed. Boy, she just put that perfectly through that Case defense. Wagner should buy Zawicki a milkshake tonight, because half of her points have come off great feeds from her point guard. I love my milkshakes.
I was just going to say, you got milkshakes on your mind, huh?
Stepping out of bounds and turning the ball over is Jessica McCoy. So Rochester will have a chance to take the lead, Brendan.
Valentine Day treat of choice.
That's where I'm heading tonight, to get a milkshake after the game.
All right.
All right, Case needs a big defensive stand here. Zawicki off the pass and shoot off the glass. If that would have went in, that would have been very much like Julie Mooney's half closing shot.
You almost start to get a little nervous here that Rochester just won't go away.
Reynolds, nice inside.
It is going to take a full 40-minute effort for Case to put these girls away, because Rochester has dealt with pressure all year. I mean, heck, it was just a week ago they knocked off the #2 team in the country. They've won 3 straight games now at Wash U, but certainly this year was the least probable.
Reaching around Katie Weiner that time was Laura Mummy for Case. That will be Mummy's 2nd foul. 4 team fouls for Rochester, only 2 team fouls for Case, so a much different story in the second half foul-wise than we saw in the first half. That's a 3, and that has tied the game by Ali Zawicki. Zawicki has 13 points. 12 of those 13 have come from 4 shots in the field, all of them threes. She's got 49 three-pointers. That was a 2?
They've just made an announcement now that they're going to make it a 2-point shot.
And there was a groan from the Rochester faithful here. Some of the Rochester fans sitting behind the Rochester bench here in Horsburgh Gymnasium. Spartans up a point. Inside 6 minutes to play, this is Orcutt. She's got 4 points in the last 2 minutes. Brooke with the ball. Swing it to McCoy. Draws the defense. Mooney lost it. Zawicki will bring it up for Rochester. Try to thread that needle again. Ball gets kicked around. Yellow Jackets pick it up, but they miss the shot. Here comes Mooney the other way.
Well, I said it early in the first half, not only that Rochester's struggling, and certainly this is a winnable game, but what a big win this would be for Case as a program just to knock off Rochester. Because obviously, even though their record is sub 500, they've played some very, very tough teams, and they've played them well.
Aaron Reynolds with a little help defense, maybe altered the shot just enough, and Case will bring it the other way. Orcutt in the Mummy. Ball fake left, shot right. Wagner with the rebound.
Aaron Reynolds is gassed right now, but she's giving it her all, and she's really trying hard to stay in there. Trying to play in that low post while Mummy works on Wagner.
Long shot, missed badly. Ball out of bounds, off Rochester. There have been some questionable shots in the flow of an offense. We're not talking about a heave at the end of half, but in the regular flow of an offense tonight by Rochester.
Yeah, they just don't seem to be very patient. You know, and I guess, you know, at some point the stats got to reflect tendencies, and they have not tended to shoot the ball well this season, but I wonder how long this season they've struggled with shot selection.
Mummy with the ball from Mooney. Mooney cutting in the lane, kicks it out. This is McCoy, who's scoreless. They'd love to here. Missed it. Wagner with the rebound. Danielle June, and a hand foul out top. I believe it was on Julie Mooney. Yep. That is Julie's third. Julie also has 12 points. Coach Reimer.
Yeah, neither team has scored here now in over 2 minutes of gameplay since that three-pointer then ruled two-pointer in that right corner.
Inside 4 minutes to play. Shot blocked by Jessica McCoy. And the ball went out of bounds off McCoy. There's a good look at Jessica McCoy. She's had two very important blocks in the last 3 minutes of this basketball game. Working inside to Wagner. She's had her way inside tonight. And we're going to get a foul inside against Mummy. Wagner's going to shoot two. 3 fouls on Mummy, 4 team fouls on both teams.
Well, Wagner, a poor free throw shooter, only 40 of 68 on the year. That's just less than 59%. I know it was a little rough on her in the first half in terms of her defense, but hey, she's put 20 points on the board tonight. She's been tough, not actually 22. She's been tough to handle in the low post.
That ties the game. 3:34 left, we're back to 0-0. Mooney slips in, scoop shot missed. They'll call a foul on Mummy. Not on Mummy, they're going to call it on Chelsea Steen, and that's better news for Case because that's only the first for Steen. It would have been Mummy's fourth. Rochester has not held the lead since all the way back to 21-19 with 5:23 left to play in the opening half.
Yeah, they've only led it a couple times. They also led it 13-12 and then 4-3.
Wagner inside, shot partially blocked by Mummy. Here comes Orcutt with it. We're approaching the 3-minute mark. Game's tied at 53. Brooke defended by Wagner. Now this is McCoy swinging it to Steen. Inside. Mummy missed the shot. Wagner got the rebound. Here comes Zawicki the other way for Rochester. Wagner from 14 feet rolls out. And a foul on the rebound. On Case. It's on Steen again. And Case is going to take a timeout. When we come back, Danielle McNabb will be at the free throw line, I believe.
Intercontinental Suites has been transformed into much more than a hotel. It is a center of wellness and tranquility, featuring renovated suites, an expanded fitness center, and pure rooms for guests requiring the most allergen-resistant rooms on the market. C2, our Mediterranean-style restaurant and bar, accentuates the ambiance of relaxation and rejuvenation. Chef Omar Jones has designed a menu full of fresh, locally grown herbs and vegetables, along with a flavorful cuisine inspired by the beneficial Mediterranean diet. Call the Intercontinental today at 216-707-4300 or visit us at hotelsclevelandclinic.com or on Facebook.
As both teams head back out onto the floor, it was a player control foul, so there will not be a 1-and-1 situation. Zawicki will inbound it for Rochester. Looking for McNabb. She'll kick it deep to Landolfi. Back to Zawicki. Shot up in the air, it's a 3, and it's good by McNabb. 2, just inside the line. McNabb's got 4, Rochester with a 2-point lead. Mummy with the basketball. Foul on the pass defense. Foul's on Landolfi. That is her second. It is the 15th foul for Rochester.
They've got one left to give. Case at the limit. So you got to keep that in mind here over the final 2:23.
This is Reynolds with the inbound. 2:22 left, Case down 2. Mummy against Wagner. Shot was missed. And here comes Rochester the other way. They want Laura Mummy to have the basketball in the final 2 minutes.
She's basically had her way in the low post all game long. 16 points in the day.
Shot in and out. Jessica McCoy with a hustle rebound. Down the floor to Julie Mooney. Mooney goes right. Finds Orcutt. Gets it into Reynolds. Reynolds kicks it. McCoy, they need it, and they get it. Jessica McCoy with her first basket of the game. It could not have come at a better time. Long 3, long rebound, kicked out. Zawicki controls. Kaminsky with the basketball. Now it's Zawicki in front of her teammates. 18 seconds to shoot. Cross-court pass and hand foul.
That's a great defensive stand by Case. The rotations were good. They were a little fortunate that Wagner kind of took herself out of the play in the first part of that shot clock, but just couldn't quite stick with it. Mooney picks up the foul.
Foul's on Mooney, that's her 4th, and at the free throw line, shooting will be Blair Landolfi.
Only a 65%er on the season.
And a whistle inside, foul against Rochester. Fighting for that rebound was Danielle McNabb. And that will be their 6th team foul. So Rochester's in the bonus, and Case is 1 foul away from being in the bonus. We're 67 seconds away from the closure of this basketball game, and we've got a timeout on the floor, so we'll take one too. Stay in, stay tuned.
This year, Qdoba will cater like 10,000 parties.
Where? When? I'm there.
Well, these parties are hypothetical. I was just talking about Qdoba catering. Hot taco bars with fire-grilled chicken and marinated steak, flour tortillas and taco shells. You'll also get their hand-smashed guacamole, cheese, sour cream, lettuce, and salsa. They'll deliver to your home or office, and they'll even set it up.
Can I bring a guest?
Oh, boy. Visit Qdoba.com today for more information about Qdoba catering. Qdoba Mexican Grill. More to explore.
This is Reynolds between the key. Now it's McCoy in front of her teammates. Case is up 1 with 50 seconds. They go inside, ball's loose. Mummy saves it. Orcutt. Rattled, won't go. Zawicki comes up with the rebound. 35 seconds to play.
It's almost identical to the first time these two teams met. Rochester won that one 55-53.
Wagner with Mummy on her.
About a 10-second difference between game and shot clock. Rochester does need to shoot it.
Inside to Wagner, double down, and they're going to call a foul on Aaron Reynolds. Boy, that was a quick foul. Foul's on Aaron. That's her first foul. 1-and-1 situation for Lauren Wagner. 17.7 seconds left. Wagner's first shot, and it's good. Wagner 2 of 4 from the foul line tonight. She's got 24 points. This one can give Rochester the lead. Missed it, but the long rebound comes to the Yellow Jackets. Zawicki with the ball. Coach wants a foul on Zawicki. They don't get it. Still calling for a foul. Long shots up, missed. Rebound by Rochester. They're going to say up and over the back. Katie Weiner up and over the back for a foul. That's the 7th team foul for Rochester. So coming to the line, shooting a 1-and-1 will be Case. Game's tied at 56. Brooke Orcutt's going to go to the free throw line. She'll get 1. If she makes it, she'll get a second shot. And there's not a better shooter that you'd like at the free throw line right now for Case. We're going to keep it here. Jim Scheibel's upset right now at the foul called.
I don't blame him. But he just had a ticky-tack one go his way, too.
Right,
so.
yeah, very ticky-tack one that put Wagner at the line to tie the game.
Yeah.
I mean, Reynolds barely breathed on her. So everything balances out in life and on the basketball court.
I mean, how ironic here that Orcutt would go to the free throw line. She's hit 33 of 34 in the year, 97%. There might not be a better free throw shooter in the country. You know, and
she's 0 for 2 tonight.
She's exactly. Yeah, so she's
coming
missed her 2 tonight. Yeah. So we'll see. Hey, if nothing else, it's an exciting finish. 3 seconds left.
Her family is here. They just gave us the thumbs up from across the court. Brooks at the line. One will put the team in the lead, and she'll get a second shot after that. 3 seconds are left. There's the Case bench wearing the pink tonight, helping raise funds for the K. Yao Cancer Fund. It is Play for K night tonight at Case. It's a happy Valentine's Day, too. Be a nice Valentine's gift. I bet you Brooke Orcutt and her teammates would trade chocolate for 2 free throws right now.
I think they'd trade more than chocolate. It's been a tough stretch. A win over Rochester would mean so much to this program. You can't help but pull for Brooke in this spot. You just can't help it.
She's the heart and soul of the team.
She really is.
Made the first. That's big. It got so quiet in this gym, you could hear the announcer from Rochester.
On the other end of the scores table, and he was the only one in here you could hear.
Made them both. 3 seconds. Case is up 2. Long pass, defended by Mooney, and Case is going to win this ball game. Look at the smiles and the hugs and the love. Case has snapped the losing streak. 8 games on the bad side are done. A victory tonight.